Alright, howdy and welcome all to the Shadow Demon Voidcast. I'm your host, Shadow Demon. Today we're going to be continuing my playthrough of BattleTech with the Rogue Tech mod installed. Just give me a sec. I forgot to turn on my model. There we go. Alright, and we're going to help the Free Worlds League attack a planet. So in 2 days, I will get a mission from them, and we can drop some mechs. Meat bag report card 2. Excellent. Yes, we have successfully completed that. Increasing her gunnery or her tactics by 1 and decreasing her gunnery by 1, but that's fine. And we made 100,000 off of that. Alright, capture base. Let's do this. The experience Meatbag has been getting is entirely as a meat shield. I'm not expecting any real good loot off of this. So capture base in the Highlands, 2 skull. I'm not going to be silly and drop almost 700 tons on this. As tempting as it is. What I am going to do is bring... Yeah, we're going to go my Barghest with an AC-20. Bring the Black Hawk with its machine gun arrays. I've got 12 machine guns in 2 arrays. Oh, we'll also bring my Blackjack with a sniper cannon. And my fire starter backed up by the LRM carrier. So Capricorn has knife fight. He is built for running the Blackhawk. Now I just gotta figure out who was in what. Nope, the Devourer was in the fire starter, so we'll stick him in there. Esther was running the Rhino, so I'll see if there's someone else, otherwise he'll go in there. We'll give Hotshot some training. That makes it easy. Karambit is in the Blackjack because of his cannon mastery. And then Barghest, I'm looking for someone with ballistic mastery. Oh wait, no, Wildfire has precision mastery. That lets me, her abilities allow me to target the head on a called shot. So we're sticking her in the Barghest because an AC-20 called shot to the head is almost a guarantee to do some heavy damage. And if it hits the head, I just eliminate a guy and get, at least a good chunk of mech parts on the field for loot. So the hope is I can help the Free Worlds League conquer this planet, and then I will move up elsewhere back to the higher difficulty missions somewhere else and hopefully start knocking some good loot out of people. I'm looking to drop about 300 tons at most on my enemies for these 2 skull missions. That should be sufficient to overkill. And this will allow me to train up some of the rookie pilots. Or in the case of pilots like Wildfire, max her out. I may, for the very last mission of this priority missions, drop a full lance, maximum almost 700 tons on the enemy. Alright. Avoid collateral damage. Hotch. Okay. Hotshot spawned in a weird spot. And my Blackhawk is already in position to capture that base. We are going to jump out. Get you up on the high ground. I actually don't mind my LRM carrier being over here.
I'm there.
Alright.
I'm walking here.
We want high ground.
On my way.
These two on the high ground will be useful.
Moving out.
Now I'm just waiting to see where my enemies spawn.
Onward. Acknowledged.
Whoa.
Sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Well then. They appear to have spawned on my high ground. This is not good.
Showing minor damage. Waiting for orders.
That's charge attack. So we're not going to bother with that. He's the one that moved. Can I get... No, wait. Yeah, there's the one that moved. So we're going to spin my fire starter around and go after the guy who doesn't have 8 evasion.
Ah, yeah.
Added a little heat, dealt a little damage. They appear to have missed most of their shots on my LRM carrier.
I hear ya. position.
Yeah. Actually, we've got Battle Lord here. Turns that into a 50-50 chance. We're gonna go for it. Yeah, high explosive, sniper artillery to the back. He's down, engine destroyed. I annihilated that mech before it could even move. Alright. They missed the back of my Black Hawk with most of their shots, which is good.
Ready for orders.
We're going to... sprint like that. I'm not going to have great accuracy because of where they spawned. That's my best shot, so we're going for it.
Yes, Commander.
Alright.
Lifting off.
Yeah, we're going to jump right next to him. And all of my machine guns are going to fire 3 times. Yeah, those machine gun arrays will cause everything to cluster nicely.
Moving at full throttle.
And let's try and hit this guy with an AC-20. There goes his right torso.
Reporting critical hit. Good to go.
Good damage on all of them.
Watch the flank.
Yeah, they're getting the rear armor on my Blackhawk again.
Standing by.
You're the next one to go. And I can drop a kick attack here. Yeah, we're also going to activate that before he goes into kick, just to give every one of my guys an extra 2 to their accuracy. And we're going to try and kick this Vulcan over. And I missed that kick attack. But I gave the Vulcan heat.
What can I do for you?
We're going to just move to there. And drop an Inferno round into this guy.
Commencing Alpha strike.
Yeah, now they're going for my Blackjack. He's only got a small pulse laser left, so I'm not too worried about the Cicada. It's just the other guys are a little too close to my allies to be firing a sniper artillery at him. More shots to the rear armor. Doesn't look like many hit.
Commander.
Now then. he gets a bonus damage with kick attacks because I have foot scissors on him. And we're going to go to there and do the kick.
Rolling.
There we go. Opened him up. And took out the right leg. And the arm. And got a head hit too. Excellent. Knockdown. He's at 1 out of 3 health.
Standing by.
Which is perfect because I will just come in here. And try and bounce a missile off his head to finish the job. Down goes the left torso. Oh, engine gone.
One less target.
Or damaged. Can I get the back of the Vulcan? Yes, I can. So he is the most undamaged mech here.
Acknowledged.
Down he goes. I hit center torso and just took out the engine.
Target's down. Mech warriors, show 'em what you got.
And he missed with his small pulse laser.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, let's try and kick him again.
Roger.
There we go. That landed. He's got 1 health left because I hit him in the head, and he punched out. Excellent.
Mission successful.
Alright, give me a sec while this loads. I gotta play around with my sound. Alright, made 1.2 mil off of that. Got plenty of machine guns. I'm not too concerned about any of these mechs. So I'll take the improved binary laser. I at least have a part of the enforcer. So I'll take that. The rest of the stuff I really don't care about. Yeah, I'll keep it all. Alright. 1 down. And I think only minor repairs needed. Yeah, like I said, I'm not expecting great loot from these missions. Just here to earn a little money and rep with the Free Worlds League before I move elsewhere. What I'm hoping is that if the Free Worlds League conquers this area, the store will refresh and I might be able to get something good. Also, what's in the black market? There's a Rakshasa here. Interesting. Nice 75 tonner. Lots of laser and ballistic. Rifleman 6X. Yeah, we're going to buy that AMS. Can always use some spare machine gun fire controls. Actually, no, I need the machine gun array, not those. Oh, well. Yes, we will take that. And... yeah, nothing interesting here. Large elect laser. Streak weapon. Nice 2 accuracy, +1 accuracy with the weapon. Laser insulator and fire control attachments. Yeah, I'm going to... 2 slots, 4 tons. Yeah, I'm going to snag that. And I could also use the RPPC. Hold on a second. Are you the one with the large lasers? No, you've got the PPCs. But a refit on my Atlas to swap a clan PPC in wouldn't be a bad idea if I have the heat efficiency for it. I do not. So we are not going to do that. What does that new laser? That new laser be good? 27 heat. It's 2 extra heat and 5 less damage, but a debuff. I'm going to pass on that one. Large pulse. Yeah. So we're going to swap the large pulse out of my king crab for this large elect laser. So that gives me about 3 tons of extra stuff. Or for extra stuff. Yeah, I can slap a... Actually. That will let me put a laser AMS in there. I have AMS ammo. No, I do not. So I got 1.5 tons. Nope, that's 2 tons. All right. How about... yeah. We're going to slap a laser insulator in on that. There we go. Still have 1 ton. I could throw another laser insulator on this medium pulse. But that's only 12 heat. I've got 10 to play with. I could just throw a medium laser in. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop another medium laser in there, give me just a wee bit more damage overall. Excellent.
I'll let you know when that's done.
None of my stuff needs repairs. So we can wait the 3 days to the next mission. Also get one of my pilots back.
I'm receiving you.
Alright.
Orders.
What was he piloting mostly? Royal Marauder. Alright.
That work order you submitted is complete.
And it's an assassination. 3 skull. Same plan. Go for the money, not the parts. I think I'm going to swap the LRM carrier out and the blackjack out. And bring the Omni Marauder with cyanide. And then yeah, those guys need some tweaking yet. Yeah, we're gonna bring our Helios in. Is it Hermit? Yes. So now, and since I have technically 2 of them, where's Meatbag is still injured for. I'll have to look. It maybe he's permanently out, which would suck, but oh well. Nope, Hotshot can't do that. Yeah, we'll throw Hoist in. Get him a little passive training by acting as a meat shield. So I've got a lot of direct fire and heat stuff with this go. So if my enemies have a blocking force, I should be able to just shut a mech down, or at least deny it some of its ability to shoot. Because I got 2 plasma cannons, or plasma rifles, not cannons, and the Helios with flamethrowers. And then the fire starter with its ER flamers. Yeah, I'm hoping they've got some reinforcements so that way I can build up my resolve and use a precise shot or precision shot with wildfire to just snipe the head of the target. Alright, let's start this.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, we got some ambushers and the supporting forces.
Yeah.
Voice isn't going to do anything. Alright, we got a Hellspawn and an SRM APC over here. War criminals that way. Alright. So we'll just turn and deal with these guys.
Confirmed.
Missed the Hellspawn. But I mean, I only had a 9% chance to hit, so that's not surprising. And they're going to play the reserve game. Alright. So yeah, we're going to just reserve down to turn 1.
Good to go. I'm ready. Ready for orders.
Jump to there. And sensor lock the Hellspawn.
I've got a sensor lock.
His vision was unchanged.
This is where I'd put it.
Right. He's not going to move. Yeah, I've got to wait for all of my enemies probably elsewhere to move before these two will move. So we're going to try and hit the APC. Try and shut down its SRMs before they get a chance to fire.
Repeat. Negative damage.
Yes, Commander. Engaging target.
I got it with one missile.
I'm your spaniel. On the way. Double time.
Not worth the shooting. And they got me with 2 SRMs. Alright.
Nothing to see here.
Hellspawn's going to be a little bit less accurate. Yeah, they got a couple missiles in with the LRM. Nothing I'm too worried about. And we got a 55 tonner coming in. Yeah.
Receiving you. Holding here. Ready for orders.
Yeah, we're gonna jump right in on this Hellspawn. Still can't see that mech. But let's do some damage and possibly heat him up a bit. There we go. That should prevent him from firing many of his weapons. And he reserves. Can I sprint in? No. We're going to jump again. And get that guy with a sensor lock.
Standing by. Lifting off.
Now then. Let's go in for him. His SRMs are going to be a bit more accurate, but I at least got the sensor lock to scramble his shooting, so he's at a -2 because of that. Or no, -1. Significantly reduced the number of missiles that hit me.
Orders? Double time. Let's go.
Nope, not worth shooting at him. Hey, he shut himself down.
All right, let's move.
And it's a Griffin. Cool. That's nothing to worry about.
Confirmed.
The 16 SRMs is what I gotta really worry about here. I got a 75-ton vehicle coming up. That could also be dangerous. But it appears to be direct line of fire only. And the Griffin appears to have missed everything.
Mech warriors, show 'em what you got.
Aye, aye.
Good to go.
We're just going to get into his rear arc. With my fire starter. Activate that for the extra accuracy. And just try to keep this man very, very hot.
Battle mech power-up detected.
He powers up. Doesn't do anything. The APC fires at my fire starter. Alright.
Ready to get it on.
Commander?
Nope, that's charge attack.
Standing by.
So we'll just jump on in here. And unload.
And here it comes.
Lots of bonus damages. Lots of hits.
Orders. Kicking it vertical.
I've got an ER flamer here, so we'll just add even more heat to this hell spawn. And we somehow reduced his heat. And the Griffin missed at point blank range with its big laser.
Wait until.
Well,
I'm there.
we're just going to get into this guy's back arc. With an AC-20. I think I hit him in the leg. And the Eagle doesn't do anything.
Hauling ass.
Yeah, we're going Battle Lord. Just to get over 90 on all of this. There we go. Gave him heat, made him unsteady.
Ready for orders.
Hoist is just going to brace.
Commander?
Gonna go for a kick attack here to hopefully finish off this hell spawn. Two engine crits and a gyro crit and lots of heat. He ejects. Excellent. Worst case scenario, I'll take 2 parts of a hell spawn. Griffin jumps out. Actually manages to score a hit on my Blackhawk. But my Blackhawk didn't seem to care. Ooh, they got something real long range firing at my Omni Marauder. As well as my Blackhawk. It's firing a PPC, is probably ER, but very low accuracy.
Watch the flank.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. But hey, at least my battle armor took that hit. Took some of that hit.
Light damage, Commander.
That's why I've got them. Yeah, we're going in for a kick on this side. I'm hoping to break through. There we go.
It's on.
Kick took out the left-hand side.
All right. Hit him hard.
Lots of machine gun damage. I don't think I left anything on the field of that mech or that vehicle. That's an LBX.
So far, so good.
Commander? Acknowledged.
Yeah, we're gonna jump. Go activate Stone Cold. And unload on the Griffin. There we go. 2 heat sinks down and a actuator down.
I await your command. Onward.
There we go. We've got a 20-tonner and a 60-tonner. That's the one probably carrying the LBX. And this should finish the job. Nope. Just did some damage. Firestarter takes a couple hits. One of them was a PPC from a Brutus assault tank. All right.
Coordinates received.
We're going to move to there. And fire into this guy's back. There we go. Left torso destroyed. And the pilot injured, plus a knockdown. And right arm gone.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
Alright. Nope. That is a charge.
Roger that.
So we're going to get point blank on this assault tank.
Let's do this.
And just start melting off its armor. I've also got a 55-ton mech. They can't see any of my guys now or don't have the range. Move in for the kick attack here.
Rock 'em, sock 'em.
There we go. We opened them up somewhere.
Watch my heat. I'm taking damage. Heat it.
Yeah, we got a little toasty from standing in the fire and doing that. Didn't finish him off, though. He could only stand up.
I'm here.
Yeah, we're gonna stride back with the Marauder and hopefully finish off this Griffin.
Affirmative.
There we go. Engine destroyed.
Who can stand before me?
So now, these guys back here should lose line of sight to me. Excellent.
I'm receiving you.
Sprint over, go precision shot, and try and take that front. I don't think my AC-20 hit.
Receiving you. Engaging jump jets.
Jump over. And activate precision strike. See if we can crack through and finish this guy off. Opened them up, got an SRM2, but that's it. A couple of good hits to the back. Large laser mostly.
Minimal damage.
All right, folks, let's get this done.
Yes, Commander.
What's up, boss?
Alright, we're just going to walk to there. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm going to save that. Just activate those. Tracked propulsion destroyed, heatsink destroyed.
Got something you want done?
Yeah, we're going to start moving towards these enemies. I will let my guys cool off a little. Yep, something came into view.
Systems holding.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
It's a champion.
I will be done.
And we've also got a Star Slayer and a Gladiator. We're going to sensor lock the Gladiator. I should have hit the Star Slayer with that sensor lock. Oh well. My Blackhawk can tank a few hits. Battle armor took that hit at least. I have to start walking with him.
I'm receiving you. On the way. Oh,
Activate Battlelord. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Gladiator.
roger that.
No, I got him with the Gauss rifle. I didn't see what the 20-tonner mech was. It's got a few missiles. It's a Wasp. All right.
Standing by. 10-4. All right.
Down he goes.
Good to go.
All right. Assault tank eliminated. Now I can focus the rest of my forces on these guys.
Good to go. Venting heat.
Need something, Chief? Lifting off.
Yeah, we're gonna go target prediction.
Engaging target.
Fire that. Miss. Yeah, but my fire starter's fine. Alright. We're actually gonna go Vigilance here. And sprint up so I can shoot this champion. Activate all of those. Battle armor took some of that, which is what they're there for.
What's up, boss? Understood. Moving fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus fire down this champion. Activate Stone Cold. And just go for it. And their Gauss hit the mountainside, not my Marauder. Again, PPC, actually, I think they have PPCs, not Gauss, but they missed the Marauder with a PPC shot. Their Wasp did catch me, though. Probably an AC-2 from that distance.
Yes, Commander. Acknowledged.
I don't think my Barghest is going to have much of a shot on anything. Actually, 99% chance, a 10% chance to hit him in the head.
Critical hit, Commander.
Well, I took out his torso, I think. Or an arm.
Ready for orders. I'm going.
I may try to just pop the Wasp right now. Yeah, that's a great hit chance. We're going to make it even better. Everything should hit. There goes the leg. There goes the... Both legs destroyed. Excellent. That just eliminates one of their potential attacking units. Nah, we're just going to do that. I'm not going to swarm attack them.
You want fast? I can give you fast.
Alright, sprint the fire starter. I'm not going to fire those, just the large pulse laser. Missed.
That didn't hit.
They got me with the PPC.
I'm here.
Yeah, we're going to come right in, kick him, and try and take down that AC LBX-10. Got his right leg, which knocked him down. He's stressed. Maybe panic. Nope, didn't panic him. And my Blackhawk takes another decent hit from the PPC.
Armor's getting stripped off.
My Blackhawk is taking some hits.
Reporting heavy fire.
65 tonner? Not bad.
I'm your spaniel.
Yeah, we're gonna go for the Star Slayer. There we go. That made him hot.
Moving at full throttle.
Let's try and clip the head. There we go. Lethal damage, yeah, we took the head off.
That's a kill.
Waiting for orders.
We're gonna sprint to there. Going to not fire the ER medium laser, just fire everything else.
Critical hit, Commander.
There we go.
Let's make it happen.
Yep.
I'm hoping I can get him hot enough to shut down.
Let's move.
At the very least, all of these flame attacks are going to prevent him from being able to shoot many of his lasers, hopefully the PPC. And they have opened up my Blackhawk.
Internal damage.
Let's see what they opened. And just his leg. Nope, that would only be a punch attack. I want the kick attack. Also, we're going to go vigilance there. Just move in and kick him. There we go. Excellent. He's shut down. And apparently I destroyed his life support from the heat damage. Yeah, so we're going to ignore him. Not fire that. And go precision strike on this roughneck.
Our primary target is taking aim.
There we go. Battle armor soaked another hit, which is good.
Yes, Commander.
Can't see either of them.
Moving to position.
So we're just going to try and clip that guy's head.
Once more under the breach, dear friend.
Nope. Just incapacitated him.
Waiting for orders. Roger.
We're going to fire a precision shot at this gladiator. Again, AC-20 to the head is what I'm hoping for. Nope, just ripped open his side torso.
Damn, we're gonna do this right.
What do you need?
Let's give him a good old swarming. There we go. That reduced his initiative. And should tangle him up for a little bit.
God.
There we go. Heated up the roughneck a little bit.
Acknowledge.
We're going to move my Blackhawk down a little. Try and protect the opened up leg. And just unload on this guy with machine guns. It is risky with my battle armor being there, but I think I came out okay with that. There we go. Now he should stand up and not do anything.
Orders? I'm already there.
I may have to activate Stone Cold. Even with Stone Cold, I still almost overheat. So we're going to turn off the binary laser and just go in with the flamer and the rocket, or the MRMs. Medium range missiles. Got him open.
On my way. Double time. Hey, let's slip the dogs of war.
Notice I caught him with both the plasma rifles.
I'm receiving you. Double time. Let's go. Engaging target.
Missed everything on that shot.
I missed.
Let's see what this gladiator does. He knocks himself down, knocking off my battle armor.
Eliminate it before it escapes.
And he knocked himself out. Cool.
Ready for orders. Confirm.
They're just gonna jump and brace.
Waiting for orders.
We're gonna go target prediction, get that extra accuracy on everyone. I have to kill him this turn. Hey, he shut down though.
I'm ready. On my way. Double time.
Come on, headshots. Right torso down.
I live to serve. Got it, Commander.
Just need something to hit him in the head. Okay, he ejected. Excellent.
Successful.
So he almost got away, but that shutdown after moving is what did him in. That cost him all of his evasion. Did my leg take any damage that needs to be repaired? Yeah, a little bit of structure. So I will have to probably spend a day repairing him, but that's no big deal. Hellspawn's a 45-ton mech. Honestly, Starslayer could be good to grab. I have one part already, and it did have some decent weapons, but let's see what it's got in the way of weapons here. I've got plenty of those. Pharaoh might... I got tons. Ooh, improved jump jet small. I'm going to take the 4 of those. AoE PPC. That might be interesting. PPC capacitor and fire control. Yeah, I may take just that stuff. Guardian ECM wouldn't be bad. And I wouldn't be disappointed if I got the 2 Star Slayer parts. Most of the other stuff I don't care about. I only got a part of the Hellspawn. Definitely don't want those. I got the Guardian ECM, that's fine. And the LBX-10 cluster's fine. That AoE PPC may go on something. Alright. So I probably have to repair the Blackhawk. But it's probably only going to be a day. Yeah. 1 day, 500,000. Perfect. Also, these guys need some repairs. That set's fine. Alright. Storage. Anything I have complete parts on? Yes, the Saladin.
That neck you asked for.
I will rebuild that. Meat bag is out for another 6 days still. Okay. And Stoic is out for 31. Bobsled 7. Alright. Wait the 2 days. Sorry, 3 days for the mission.
Upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Alright, some invasions going on from the Lothan League, and I didn't catch who the other one was. I clicked too fast. Engineering. Just finished the drive system upgrade.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew
Yeah.
moving.
We're gonna purchase that. "12 days for that. Alright. Ambush convoy.
Kick off your shoes. Make yourself comfortable.
Three skull. I'm gonna add in the Saladin and the Rhino. Haster in the Rhino. Stoic is still out. And so is Bobsled. So hot shot it is in the Saladin. And I'm gonna drop the I'm gonna drop the Blackhawk. This is 4 skulls. I'm gonna bring the Phoenix Hawk and bring back the Blackjack. That way I've got a couple faster moving people with most of them with jump jets so they can jump into position. Because convoy ambushes are dependent on spawn location. Oh. I'm going 5 skulls against 3, so they're going to bring a lot of reinforcements against me. I should have enough light mechs to get in and hit that convoy. And that convoy will likely have 40 or 50 ton vehicles for our 3 skull. At least that's what I'm hoping.
Command interface initiated.
All right, here we go.
Okay, that's where they're going. This is their route. Man, I hope I detect them quickly.
Roger.
On my way.
This is what I was saying about it's dependent on their spawn. Or my spawn location, because my Saladin is not going to be able to do anything.
Aye, aye.
Yeah.
Receiving you. On my way.
And my Rhino also spawned in a terrible spot.
On my way.
I've got eyes on the target.
30-ton mech. They've got escorts, at least. Yeah.
Let's move.
I live to serve. No shooting, just running.
Let's see if I can find the convoy. Alright, I got a 50-ton vehicle there. 40-ton. Yeah, these are my convoy. Mechs. I'm gonna go Battlelord. And hope for the best against this Valkyrie. 3 hits. Melted away some of its armor.
Yes, Commander. Let's do this. Locked on target.
Missed with the large pulse laser.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Battlelord. Valkyrie's my best shot. Yeah, we're gonna fire Infernos. I hit, or at least got him with the splash.
Ready to get it on. Aye, aye.
Probably should have brought my Thanos to just indirect fire them. Alright, swatted some of the missiles.
Standing by.
I think they're coming my direction. Be awesome, but they may also be heading up and around that way. 50-50. Missed.
No love on that strike.
Alright, they missed with their PPC. I don't think they hit with anything. Excellent, they're coming my direction. My Phoenix Hawk is taking a lot of fire, but I got plenty of evasion. Still missed. They are grouped up nicely. That, if I can get line of sight to that Panther, I'm going to hit it with 2 Thunderbolt 20s. Yeah, the most heavily armored thing here is that APC. These other trucks shouldn't be too hard to deal with. And we have a commando. Missile shot down. 6. Yeah, it's got an SRM-6. Screw it. We're not going to move. We're just going to try and hit the Panther. One hit. Tore it right open.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
Good to go. No shooting, just running. I'm ready.
That opens me up for a lot of attacks. But I do have a decent bit of range, and that height will make it harder for them to hit me. Let's try and take out the Panther. Yes! Took out the center torso.
Are there none who can stand before me?
Yeah, I'm gonna have my Barghest go after that APC.
What's up, boss?
Yeah, we're going to jump. Activate this. So all my guys are a little bit more accurate. And we have opened up the Valkyrie. Probably just an arm or the leg open. Yeah. My Phoenix Hawk can run along here, taking out the flatbeds here. The burrow. So I should be able to deal with them. They're also not moving very far because they're off the road. So it looks like I have 2 commandos to deal with. And laser AMS spotted those lasers. 8, so it's got a pair of SRM-4s. Walk up with my blackjack. Yeah, I'm gonna go HE just to try and take down that leg like that. And then just splashed everything else. Damn, he's not in bleed out.
Ready for orders. Affirmative.
Alright. Let's soften up this APC a little.
I'm here.
And there we go. He's got 1 health left. Oh, no, the vehicle's destroyed.
Looks like I'll need a new target.
Excellent. 1 of the convoy vehicles is down. We're going to activate intense firepower. And just try to finish this guy off. Left torso removed, pilot incapacitated. So it's 2 of the enemy escorts down. They fired at my blackjack. Interesting.
Ha! Send me a real opponent.
And at my fire starter, ignoring the Barghest entirely.
Systems holding.
Alright.
Standing by. I copy. Standing by. I'm going.
Just going to walk slightly to get a little evasion. And activate both lasers. They're both medium lasers. And the large. I only caught him with 1 of the mediums.
Good to go. Let's move.
Flatbed, regular, and a flatbed. You got a machine gun, medium chem laser, and a machine gun. Well, you are the most dangerous one. Just start melting him they fired at my fire starter.
What can I do for you?
Inferno's got a bigger area,
Time to die.
and we give him a little heat.
Commander? Copy that.
We're gonna deal with this commando right here. Get a precision strike for the extra accuracy. Engine destroyed.
I'm receiving you.
Yeah, we're just going to try and kick this guy.
Engaging.
There goes his leg from a single kick.
That hit something.
And his torso and arm removed by the AC-20.
Let's make it happen. Critical hit.
And down he goes. 2 out of 4 health left on him.
Ready for orders.
Just gonna careful maneuver. And fire at that guy.
Warning. Enemy reinforcements detected.
And that spawns the reinforcements.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Yeah, they're a little ways away. I got plenty of time to finish off these other 2 vehicles. And the last commando who's probably going to limp back towards them. It looks like the highest may have been a 40-tonner.
Show 'em what you got.
But I think it's only 35. So 20-ton flea comes in. Not too worried. My Barghest can probably handle this entire group. Yeah, 20 tons, 35, 35, 35. Yeah, all 35 tonners.
Yes, Commander.
Oop.
Aye, aye.
My Saladin was just here for moral support. Ah, it's a Panther. And a fire starter. I'll probably target that fire starter just to deal with it. I'm hoping that is actually that last one is actually something interesting. Nighthawk. Yes, it is. That's got lasers. I think large lasers. So that's the one I'm going to target.
I'm receiving you.
We're going to jump down here to block the road.
All right, hit him hard now.
Well, that was a waste. I'm just going to cool off a little. I don't think they can actually get past my Phoenix Hawk there. Let's finish this convoy off. Nope, just severely melted his armor. My Phoenix Hawk is just going to stomp and shoot them.
I copy.
Let's finish the commando off. Nope, I didn't. Just stressed him out. Well,
Got it. Full speed, no target.
I am risking getting shot in the back by these guys. But we're going to go for hopefully a headshot on this Nighthawk. Took off his right arm.
Reporting critical hit.
Oh well.
Waiting on you, Commander. Going turbo.
Yeah, we're going to go precision shot. And that should take him out. Nope. Damn.
Commander. Roger.
Continue to push the Rhino fire support tank up. Don't have the range there, so let's drop 2 missiles on him, hopefully eliminate. There we go. Defenders are down, I just got 2 more vehicles to go. And these 4 aren't much of a threat.
Commander.
Nope.
Acknowledged.
I need a VTOL with a AC-20. That would allow me to really start sniping stuff in the back. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Luckily, they didn't get too many hits, and my Barghest runs very cold.
Waiting for orders.
Just going to turn and kick this guy. There we go. Yes, they cannot get past my Phoenix Hawk. So I can have these guys deal with them and just stomp the vehicles. Boost everyone's accuracy.
Copy that.
And then push up with the fire starter. My fire starter hit theirs, giving it lots of heat. I also stray fired my Barghest a little.
Systems holding.
Unless those flatbeds get a couple of lucky headshots, I'm safe.
Light damage. Hold in firm.
I hear ya. Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Gonna activate Battlelord.
Right, Commander.
There we go. That Panther took a nice hit.
Waiting for orders. Acknowledged.
We'll activate Stone Cold here. And just unload on him.
Solid connection on that one.
Yes, Commander.
Let's finish off this Nighthawk, hopefully. Nope, just took out his arm. May have gotten the knockdown, though. Now he's armless. And pilot is injured. Excellent.
Waiting for orders.
We're gonna go precision strike there. Down goes that guy, that commander, or no, fire starter.
Good to go.
So that fire starter will not be able to shoot me in the back. That flea does have quite a few lasers, so I think that's going to be my next target.
Ready for orders.
Hotshot is still in a terrible position. I gotta basically get him all the way out to here. One hex at a time. Oh, shit! They got a lucky ammo explosion, and I may have lost my pilot. Yep. We'll see at the end screen.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, damn.
I've been sensor locked. Need something, Chief? I copy.
I'm gonna take out these guys who can still shoot.
Firing on target.
They dealt a little damage to my Phoenix Hawk with those machine guns.
Just embarrassing yourself. What can I do for you? No need to tell me twice.
74, 84. Yeah, we're going for him.
Receiving you. Engaging jump jets. Oh, it's on now.
Didn't detonate the ammo, though.
Standing by. On the move. Full speed.
Losing Wildfire sucks, 'cause she was probably one of my best pilots. See if we can finish him off with a couple of Thunderbolts. 2 good hits. Pilot incapacitated. Excellent.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to kick that flea to death because I'm not going to have much of a shot on him.
Orders. Going full throttle. Thy will be done. Biff?
Continue to kick here.
Oh, it's on now. Enemy down.
There we go.
Damn, we're
One more vehicle to get rid of.
one less target.
And he's just going to keep standing there.
Commander?
Alright. Let's kick this flea. Took out its leg.
Inflicted heavy damage. That's it.
And its right torso. Excellent. Give it lots of heat. Hit the head. Knockdown. 1 out of 3 health left.
Waiting on you, Commander.
No, and pilot was apparently incapacitated.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Good to go.
Yeah, let's see if we can finish this fight with a kick. I may have lost the Barghest as well. Ammo explosions tend to annihilate stuff.
Hostile eliminated.
We shall see at the salvage screen.
What do you need? Acknowledged.
Now I just have to eliminate the convoy. Opened it up.
Hell yes. What's up, boss? Orders?
Well, I got a nice view of the sky to finish this off. Nope, it still has armor left.
On my way, double time.
Probably not going to get to shoot anything because of running through the fire, but I will check and see. No, and I'm not going to risk overheating.
Get your lance to the LZ commander. I'm coming in.
There we go.
Mission successful.
And let's see if I add another dead pilot. Wildfire had a wonderful precision mastery, which is easy enough to get it back again. Made 1.1 mil and killed in action. Another pilot dead. Lost double heatsink kit, XL engine, e-cooling. Yeah. Probably the AC-20 as well. Damn. Blew the whole right side off. It may have survived. I don't know. I will take the cargo compartments, because that's worth a lot of money. Yeah, I'll take these 2 parts of a commando and hope I can get the third. Nope. Medium lasers. I have 14, just gonna sell. I'll keep that. Keep that. Don't use case. Nope. I lost the Barghest. I at least recovered the magnification ray and the targeting computer heavy. That was giving me a lot of accuracy. Damn. Oh well. I'll just have to rebuild another heavy mech to make up for the loss. I'll see what I've got in storage and see if there's maybe an interesting heavy to replace that loss of 70 tons. Yep, we won. Cool. I got large pulse, TSM. I don't really make use of the streak. I'll sell that later. HVAC 10 ammo. If I have an HVAC 10, I may put that on. AP5 ammo. Sniper cannon ammo. Long tongue cannon. And some battle armor. This actually isn't a bad haul. Yep.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Alright. Mech bay. Yeah, I don't really have anything good to replace it. Alright. Let's check the store. Just some battle armor and a scorpion. I will take this AMS.
Acknowledge. Approach time 4-1.
We'll snag the autocannon and the artillery fire controls. That's a good one to have as well. Yeah, we're gonna snag those. Rangefinder. Ooh, supercharger. Definitely take that.
New equipment available.
Yeah, I'm a little light on ammo for the AMS. Definitely snagged the plasma ammo as well. Let's check the black market. I could afford a Black Knight to replace my lost mech. This guy has all lasers, though. Not worth it. I can't afford the Blackbeard Atlas. Right torso AC-20 cannonball. Ten rounds of internal ammo. That could be fun if I could afford it. I don't care about the rockets, though. Lost War wouldn't be bad. Eh. Can do up to 6 bursts. And no jam chance. Yeah, we're going to buy all of those. And the heat bank improved. And more AMS ammo.
New equipment available.
Alright. We're going to pop over here. Do a refit here. I'm going to drop the medium laser and the laser AMS. Because I have now plenty of regular AMS. And the ammo for it. So that gives me 200 shots. Yeah, we're going to go 400 rounds of AMS ammo on this guy. That'll give him some AMS protection. That is better than the laser AMS. You know what? We're gonna ready up another Atlas. This one comes pre-equipped with an XL engine. Gonna do some refits here. Not gonna bother with the Gauss on him, or the lasers, or the case. I will keep the AMS on him. Strip out these extra heat sinks, or the medium pulse. Because I've got these battle fists, I want to make a good punch robot. So I want to see if I can get a 360 in him. Nice. I still have 41 tons remaining. Max the armor brings me down to 36. Those are lower arm stuff, not shoulder. Those are for DFAs. Yeah. Put that in there. 34.5 tons left. Heat efficiency is 45. Worst case scenario, if I get a little hot, I can put in that 3 instead of the 2, giving me an extra 1 without taking up space. I do have HVAC 10. That won't fire in melee. So I want to avoid that. I have an LBX-20. So I can fit that if I've got the ammo for it. Yes, I have. That gives me 10 rounds of cluster fire. Which is excellent. And we'll put a box of slugs for when it's running up, leaving me 17 more tons for stuff. How am I doing on heat? 34. Yeah, we're gonna actually. Got these LML9s. Now, I can put 1. That gives me 12 missiles fired a turn. Oh, I also want over here autocannon fire control. Are these compatible with that? Artemis, yes. I've got enough of them. I can put an Artemis fire control on both of those. So we'll go a bin of Artemis SRM for that extra bit of accuracy, and LRM Artemis. I got 5 tons and 13 heat. Do I have... No, I don't have any plasma. Nope. Light PPC is 3 tons, so I can stick that in. Oh, right, that goes there. Comes with a command console by default. This is assault, not a heavy, so can't make use of that targeting computer. Yeah, we'll stick a fire control on the PPC. Still have one more ton. That's a ton and a half. Ton and a half. That's like 2. Actually, no. Well,
That's a 1-8.
there we go. Reduce my heat by 9 every turn. The triple strength Milomer gives me an extra 50% punch damage with an LBX-20 backing it up after I punch something. It's going to cost me $1 million to build this in 15 days, but I'll be doing some traveling, so that's fine.
I'll let you know when that's done.
My terminal is on the printed. I'm looking at the screen with a couple of wavy lines.
Have you tried hitting it with something? I'm on my way.
Yeah, I want one of these 2 longbows for a missile build. Lots of AC2s in this guy. That gives me a ton. Does that let me fit the targeting computer? Nope, that's 4 tons. Okay. Yeah, it's only 2.5. Nope, not gonna fit that in anywhere. Targeting computer would probably be a waste on him. But I do have those fancy machine guns. So we're going to strip 4 of those guys out. Put 4 of them back in. Actually, internal. Now I want equipment. So this is a heavy. Now I gotta pull that out, put that in. 2 tons over. It's only 3 tons in this mech. Oh, I can't fit it because, yeah. Never mind. We'll keep the designator in. Validate that.
Log and note. Shouldn't be too hard.
You're a medium mech. If I can find a targeting computer medium, I will add that in to make my cannon. Or no, I don't think that affects the cannon, so never mind. Alright. Yep. They hate me here, so I can't do anything. Let's pop on the navigation. Return to the 5 skull. Or actually, go 4.5. Yeah, and I'll hope I can do some work for Comstar against the Word of Blake. And at least Terran Hegemony, I can do some stuff as well. No, wait.
This is an all-ship announcement. It's time for another team building.
I believe in 3 days it will tell me I have successfully... Yeah.
STG's the attack of the polymer-coated man.
There we go. Couple of tag fire controls, a heavy machine gun, tank airdrop beacon. Yeah, it might be interesting to stick on something to drop. Cool. Now I can travel without having to worry. Just kind of looking to see what's around. This one might not be bad. It's 4.5. Ah, there's no Comstar there. There's Comstar here, though. High gravity. Yeah, we'll hit the Fletcher.
All hands, make ready for docking maneuvers.
Alright. And an upgrade should have finished.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
And we'll pop into engineering. I need gamma pods for that. That's 2.2 million. Training module 2 might not be a bad idea to get at this point. That boosts morale. These are all morale boosts, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to drop the 2 mil, get the gamma pods, so that way I can finish upgrading my med bays. Heal my people faster.
Undocked from jump ship. We're clear.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Excellent. No, wait, no, I'm still traveling. So the Atlas has been rebuilt, or the new Atlas is built, I should say. And 2 days. There we go. Let's view the store. Ooh, chaparral with artillery. There. Yeah. The Arrow 4. Pegasus. Yeah, I got a Scorpion. Harasser. Honestly, the AES legs are probably the only thing really interesting here. Bulk heat bank is also interesting. Regular one, double heatsink kit. Buy that. I'll wait and see if I can get one. Yeah. Nothing jumping out at me. Alright, we're going to hit the hiring hall, see if there's anyone worthwhile. Yeah, we'll take Weasel Kicks.
New mech warriors available.
Oh, and spare parts because I like his name.
New mech warriors available.
Honestly, Showboat doesn't have... Sense Lock isn't bad, but I don't really care for the Surefoot, and I'm not going to spend $500,000 to retrain a brand new pilot. Alright. Yeah, we got... Oh. Well, damn. I'd have to do... This sucks. I can't do any missions here. Alright. You know what? I've got the money. Could come over this way and do these flashpoints. I don't have the light mechs for that. House Divided could be interesting. I wish these were closer to me, because over a month of travel time. Any interesting ones? Again, light only. Player Yang. Yeah, none of the contracts really jump out at me.
All crew, fall in at your pay station. Fall in at your pay station.
Alright, they're being raided by the Fed Sons. But they're probably going to lose before I can get there. Firma, 4 days by Liao. God, that doesn't help me. Yeah, we're going to spend the 16 days, travel here, and help the Terran hegemony attack there, boosting my rep with them. But I think this is a good place to call it. So I thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good time. If you did, I will be live again on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands. So come on by if you enjoyed.